Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, Wednesday, the 23rd of April. I'm Gio Benacourt, and this is a recording done about 45 minutes prior to the USA session open. Well, markets have been jittery about who's pulling the levers on power in Washington this week, but investors finally got some of what they wanted: more Jerome Powell, less Elon Musk. Now, President Donald Trump said he has no intention of firing Federal Reserve Powell, a reversal from earlier comments that suggested otherwise, and had pushed stocks lower Monday. And the prospect that Tesla CEO Musk will spend less time in Washington at the Department of Government Efficiency, the unit set up to find savings and eliminate waste, lifted Tesla shares. The stock popped 5% in after-hours trading, extending a 4.6% gain before the close. The daytime move was helped by a broader market jump as Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trump suggested the tariffs on Chinese goods will come down. But how much? We'll find out. Well, let's take a look at then the market fluctuation for today. We've seen how that jump in Tesla shares created a gap up in the NASDAQ. We are in a daily time frame. I'm going to leave the same levels that we had used before. Well, I'm actually moved 19,000 is a psychological value where we can probably come and find that resistance. Profit taking as well, because a lot of people will have that as their target and taking that profit in. But we could obviously expect that the market will do a pullback and find more grounding. Perhaps that pullback when it hits that 19,000, which I will say we are basically 35 points away from it, 60 points away from it. The market will come towards and then just do a pullback and then continue its rally. How much lower is the question? So perhaps we'll come down towards the 20-day moving average, and from here find that rebound, find that support, find those buyers to continue obviously raising the market. Now today in question of companies reporting, we have IBM that is gonna come out and do their reporting, so that could also come out and boost the stock. We'll have some other companies. I forgot them on the top of my head right now. But anyhow, let's take a look at so the direction for today, buying. Now that all of these scenarios about Trump firing Powell and tariffs on Chinese goods coming down, and we are in earnings, so it is a buy scenario. We're looking at the S&P also open up gap up. The market has fluctuate above our level. So let's use the extremes, the 50-day moving average as a possible level of resistance. And that's going to be our second level in reality, because I'm going to use 5,500 as our first psychological round values, are good measurements of support and resistance. And then 5,300 as a support level. Then we're going to use as well 5,200. No, actually, I'm going to use the swing low. All right, there we go. There we go. For whatever apparent reason, the market rebound from that level, from that point. So buying, being long the markets today. Let's take a look at the Dow. Oh, nice. Also got up. 22-day moving average, our first level of resistance, and then 40.80. 40.80 is our second one. So also buying support. Let's use, I'm gonna use this level, because 39,600 is just right there. So most likely if it drops, but let's just use it. Let's use it. I think it'll be, I'm going to speculate that the market will continue to move higher. And the second one, I'm gonna use that swing low. Okay, there you go. Let's take a look at crude oil. Crude oil. All right, so crude oil is here. Nice. So crude oil fluctuated above our level of resistance, our first level of resistance, and it has really made a pretty wild swing, reaching that high of 64.84 and then just making that low of 62.63. So therefore, we are going to move our levels of resistance a tiny bit, since we are already 65, just psychological round value. And then I'm gonna use 65 and a half, which I'm gonna leave it there. This one has just no merit. I'm just gonna leave it there because it might be a place that will find support. All right, so swing low, first level, the swing low, today's swing low. And the second one, we'll use $62, psychological round value. All right, so what will be the deal? Okay, so one thing that I also want to bring to your attention is that the crude oil and NASDAQ have a positive correlation. So when indices are moving higher, crude oil is also moving higher. So if we expect that today the indices are going to move higher, then perhaps most likely also that the crude oil will also move higher. It opened gap up. That's an important. It has been completely closed. So I will favor, even though right now it will be counter trend, intraday trend, but if the indices move higher, we'll see a recovery also on crude oil. All right, then we're gonna be looking at Nat Gas. Nat Gas is creating like a bottom here. Will this be the moment that Nat Gas makes a UE and starts trading higher? We have broken that cycle. Well, we have closed right at that $3 value. So that's the psychological level of it. So let's see if today the asset will fluctuate higher. So therefore, let's use 350, which is almost where it reached today, and 310 as our second. So let's do that. Now we're gonna looking at gold. So gold yesterday making that nice swing high, and look at that, it has opened gap down. All right, so let's see. I mean, 3,500, it hit the market. All right, so I called it on my previous recordings, and I've been calling it since. Anyway, now the direction. What will we see? Obviously, there's gonna be, the gold has been rising, and obviously profit taking is in effect. Some of this on geopolitical uncertainties are kind of winding down. Talk trades between U.S. and Iran, whatnot. But hey, you never know. Okay, so we could perhaps expect that gold could probably continue to trade lower and find that support around those psychological round values. 3,000 would be that specific level where we should find good support, or even prior to that. Let's see. But today the asset is looking to trade lower. So let's see if 3280 will find that support before any other leg up. Then we have, oh, look at this. So silver is in basically a coffin of congestion, is consolidating, making equal highs, equal lows. So the 50-day moving average was violated. The market did fluctuate a bit below that today. So therefore, we can do this. So we have the low, right, from today, which is 32.08, and we can multiply that by 0.382%, which is a Fibonacci value, and subtract that, then 31.95. So 31.95 could be our first level of support using that calculation. And then the second one, I'm just gonna leave it at 31.70. All right, I'm gonna use this high wicks, which almost kind of makes like a triple top, And then the second one, we could also do the same thing. We could grab the high from today, right? 32.92 times 0.382% plus equals 33.04. So that's going to be our second resistance level, 33.04. Let me see where that. Oh, that is just right there. No, wait. Can't do that. Now let's just do 33.5. There you go. Alrighty, so there we have our levels for today. For silver, copper, Copperushki. All right, so copper, it opened with a tiny little gap up. So let's just continue moving, looking for that $5 market. That's our target. That will be where the market most likely is going to fluctuate to. And then from that moment, I'm going to speculate that it will do a pullback. All right, so I'm going to use these levels right here and see if that's the direction. So buying copper, buying silver, gold is fluctuating down. All right, so Bitcoin has just boom, just exploded 100,000. I think Bitcoin is coming back to 100,000 pretty soon. So 95,000 is going to be our level for Bitcoin today, the first level, 95,000. And then our second one, I'm going to use 97,000. Bitcoin moves in thousands, so that's why such a wide gap, so it's a wide range. Psychological 90,000 support. That's the poppy. That's what we're gonna. And I'm gonna use this. So check this out. So we have that Bitcoin was in a consolidation mode, equal highs, equal lows. This is a great setup for a breakout. The breakout occurred, it popped to the upside, and it hit the upper Bollinger Band, and it rebounded from there. It retraced from there. So therefore, that's an excellent level to say support was found there, will be found there, because that's resistance. What was there? Sellers, right? So prior levels of resistance turning to levels of support. So that's why I'm going to use that, and yep, going higher. Then take a look at the currencies. The euro recovering after doing a pretty wide swing today as well towards a 113 handle, and it's back up to the 114 handle. So I'm going to leave 115, and also that point where the market just happened to rebound off that upper Bollinger Band. So I'm going to leave that same level. And then this double bottom here is excellent level of support, double bottoms. And then 112 psychological round value. Then we're going to do the pound. It's pounding away. No, it's getting pounded. So the pound, after the morning session and lunch session, it did fluctuate. It opened now downwards, and it continued to fluctuate to the downside. It's recovering now. So let's see how much of a recovery will it get. So 131.5 is going to be the issue. Then we're going to use 134 psychological value, and then the upper Bollinger Band for the pound. So we'll continue. It's looking like it's retracing, it's recovering right now. Recovering all that lost ground. So let's see how much more will it do. Now, if the dollar index, which opened gap up, it has been closed, right? It has been closed because it rebounded. So in this case, would it continue to move higher? We'll find out. Let's just continue to find a level. $98. 98 is going to be that psychological value, and then let's use 100. Let's see if that will be the case. So that's all for today. Have a great trading day, and I will see you tomorrow.